my wife and I are on vacation, and we are not even in our own country. We've traveled outside of the United States and are enjoying a week. And yet, I have a gi, and I'm all sweaty, and I've been training. It's not even like a passion for training anymore. I mean, I do have a passion for the martial arts. I love learning. I love new things. And it is a little bit what the famous cellist Pablo Casals said about, I think I'm making progress. You know, you just keep training and keep training and keep training. I've been at it since 1970. But it's more than that. It's so deeply in my body now that if I don't actually practice, what happens is I begin to suffer. I hurt, actually, physical pain. Now, some of this is a natural thing that will occur if you're used to exercising and using muscles. The tendons in your body lengthen or shorten according to those movements. And then if you stop exercising for a while and the muscles begin to give up some of their tone as a result, that causes you to have an experience where the tendons are a little too loose and they kind of click and stuff like that. So sometimes if you get clicking, it's like, oh man, it kind of hurts. And that's just a transitional phase as the body adjusts to a different level of activity. So certainly that would be the case. If I didn't do any training during the week, I would experience some of that. But it's actually more than that. For example, one of the things that I did today, the main thing I focused on today was I did 1,000 kicks. And that for me is relatively normal. For decades, that's been my custom. I tend to do kicking in groups of either 500 or 1,000. And I have a sort of rule that I have to do at least 2,000 a week. Normally I have ankle weights on. 10 pounds is the most common weight I use. Sometimes I'll kick with 5. Sometimes I will use as much as 17 pounds per ankle. And I know what people say all the time. Oh, you're going to hurt your knees, you're going to wreck your knees, and it's really unhealthy for you, you shouldn't do that. I asked my doctor about this once. Kind of explained to him what I did and how long I'd been doing it, and he looked at me and laughed and said, well, if you've been doing that for 40 years, I don't think you have to worry about hurting yourself. You know, like if you haven't done it by now, it ain't going to happen. And I was relieved for that because one of the things I noticed is that if my habit of kicking is incomplete, I experience inflammation in my joints, in my knees in particular, to such an extent that I can barely walk. I mean, it's incredibly painful. I realized that I couldn't just look and see, when do I have time to train? I had to make it a commitment for the sake of my physical well-being, beyond my interest and passion and fascination with the art and my basic desire to improve. I literally had to make training a central piece of my life, or I was like a crippled man. But as long as I do the kicks, hundreds and thousands of kicks, I'm fine. I don't know about you. I mean, I know that we have a lot of different reasons why we practice martial arts. And the older I get, though, one of the key reasons becomes my age. Training to maintain flexibility, strength, to be pain-free in my body, while at the same time still striving to become better, hoping to become better. I'm just about to turn 60 years old right now, and I'm actually hoping that when I'm just about to turn 80, I'll be better than I am now. And I hope my knees still feel as good. I'm Chris Thomas, and these are some reflections from the master class. Thanks for watching. Now go train.